28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They begin the drive with Williams. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Mahomes now to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. On 1st down, Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now, Mahomes.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Mahomes. And it's caught. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 75 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Well, he had his hands on it for a second. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
That one complete to Hill. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Stop your running.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson steps away. He may try and run for this. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Ingram. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Play action. It's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Ingram. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes going to throw, and he whips that one incomplete there. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams. Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the...
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. To throw is Jackson.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Got his man. It's Williams. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Kelsey out in the slot right. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now it's Mahomes again, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson buying time to his left. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Jackson on first down, being chased out low. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to them.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
There goes Mark Ingram, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 63 yards, and the Ravens get a bit close. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson, the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu there defensively to make the play.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. They're running, Ingram. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Mark Ingram unable to get past the marker. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds McCoy. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mahomes now to throw. Gets this one to Hill. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, complete, the tight end Kelsey. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Kelsey out in the slot right. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and now it's second down. From the gun, it's a run for England. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
53, Mike. I got you.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 18.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Dancing to his left. He'll run it, and he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. This pass into the arms of Snead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Jackson on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now he's going to, and this is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Davian Williams, 36 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. From the 41, Jackson. They complete it to Hill. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Draw play. Ingram now. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Jackson buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. The dump off good for 8 there on 1st down. Off the draw, here's Hill. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That one complete to Hill. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. There we go now as they will again try for 2.
53, Mike 53. Rip left, rip left. 61.
One last shot for Jackson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.